All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to class. So, we are now going to talk about your money plan with Tava. I like to talk about this with everybody just because some people come from different backgrounds when it comes to money. Whether you grew up with a lot of money or you grew up with not a lot of money, um, everybody has their own money story, and some people have to work through that. I want to remind you of a scripture, but I want to first say that money in and of itself is not good or bad, right? It's what you do with money that can be good or bad. And so we want to use money that we get for good, of course. Things like supporting ourselves and our families and giving and contributing to the causes that, we hold near and dear, those sorts of things. Again, what you do with money needs to be good, of course. And so I want to point you to First Timothy 6:10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." So it is not actually money in and of itself that is evil. Some people will misconstrue that scripture to say, or misrepresent it to say, money is the root of all evil, and it's not. It's the love of money. So if you're worshiping money, or you are so money driven that you're backbiting and you're doing illegal things or unethical things to get money, then that's where the problem comes in. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, is greed. The root of that is greed. And so you don't want to have that mindset. And so if you can really part with any of your old money stories of, maybe having a lack of money and maybe not being able to make money, or wanting to hold on to money because you didn't grow up with money, or maybe you grew up having an abundance of money and it also doesn't matter to you. Whatever that is, money needs to matter to you, because money really is a way for us to build God's kingdom. That's the big thing. You can't really help um, build the kingdom as far as finances go if you don't have any money. If you can barely take care of your own bills, you're living paycheck to paycheck, there's not really going to be any wiggle room if somebody, let's say your church calls you and says, "Hey, can you help pay Susie's bills for a month? She's about to get her lights cut off." You won't be able to do that if you don't have the extra in the cushion. And so I like to do this teaching because it really does help to get people's mind correctly thinking about money, which money is a tool. And so it is your duty to make enough of it to be able to provide for you and your family, and then also enough to be able to give to God's kingdom and build the kingdom, of course. And so, what points, and I like to go over this because I want to simplify. Some people get very confused. They come into the business and it's like, I don't know what to do as far as how to make money or how that works. Now, we did go over the compensation plan in class 7, but for this class, I want to just make things a little bit simple. And so, what are the points that money is exchanged in Tava? And so, first is when somebody buys a product from you and there's money exchange. So, people will buy products from you either via retail. So, there are two parts to retail. One is you buy products. So, you buy a product off your shelf. You buy a product from the company, it comes to you, and you break this 30 count bag of tea down into, and I'll show you, this is just one example of a product. You break 30 of these down into these 5 packs here. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. So you can get 6 of these little packs, and you would sell these for $25 unless you're doing a sale for $20 or something like that. And the profit in between, so we pay about 250 $2.50 per pack of these. You sell them for $5 a piece. So that profit in between is how you make money. And so people may Cash App you, or Zelle, or Venmo, or however you want to accept that. So that's one way of retailing the products to make money. The other way for retailing the products is if somebody goes onto your website. Now, your website doesn't do these. This is something that you personally would do, just by your choice. If someone goes to your website, though, they can purchase a full bag of tea, or coffee, or energy capsules, or the liquid vitamin. And once they purchase that, put their card in, purchase that, then the company will send you $25 for each individual product sold. Now, it goes up depending on if they buy a bundle or anything like that. But if they, excuse me, if they just go to your site and they buy, one product or individual products, and we're not going to count the product bundles, as $25. And so that's another way you make money. Okay. And then number two, the way you make money is when you recruit somebody. So how that works is when they come in and they get an enrollment package, the company will give you a one-time bonus to say, hey, thank you for bringing this person into the business and helping them to make money, or setting them up to make money. And then the second way you make money, now this way you do have to be binary qualified, but it's when your team member that you've recruited purchases more products from the company. So they're getting rolling, they're, retailing products, they're needing more products, because they've sold out, or, they're reinvesting what they need into their business. Then what happens is once you're binary qualified, meaning you have recruited two people, you put one on your left side of business, one on your right side of business, or one on your left leg and one on your right leg. What happens is whichever of those teams, because you're building two teams, whichever of those teams has the least amount of volume, whenever people start reordering from their back office, anybody in that leg, that lesser leg, you're going to get a commission check from. And that commission check happens weekly, depending on what their volume is throughout the previous week. So that's a nice way to make extra money. So it behooves you to help your team members to understand the business and get through the training and get the knowledge, so that way, that is another way that not only do they make money, but you make money as well. Okay so I got that. All right, so let's talk a little bit about, and I'm going to go into these as far as the social media and everything, but let's talk about the ways and the things that help you to make money. So one is your transformation. Definitely, that is going to attract people to you, because people are going to know, "Ooh, what are you doing? Ooh, you have more energy, you got a little more spunk, or you've lost 30 pounds or 50 pounds. Like, what are you doing?" Everybody's always in different states of wanting to lose weight and get their health under control. So your transformation and you showing that is definitely going to be is the easiest way to make money. Number two is spreading the word. And so different ways to spread the word is calling people. So calling people that you know, and letting them know what you have and asking them to support you. Getting referrals. So, the people that asking, hey, who do you know that could benefit from these? Who do you know that could stand to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Or who do you know that could stand to lose an extra 5 to 10 pounds? Um, and then getting their information from your friends, calling them and asking if you can send samples, or if they need products that if they would support you as well. The next way is word of mouth. So naturally, if you're doing something big or you're really getting a movement together, then people will tell other people. People will tell people about you. It's like, oh, I know somebody at my job that this would be good for, especially if they themselves like the products. You've got people now liking the products, they'll talk you up. And word of mouth is the biggest form of marketing still out there. Next is testimonials. So my cousin, today she sent me a testimonial video saying that she loved the energy capsules. She's a nurse and she's working 14-hour shifts during, this crazy time. And so she works overnight. So she's now able to take those, and she has more productivity during her day as well. So the next way is going live. So Facebook lives are huge. Attention is currency, you guys. So if you can be in front of people more often, you're going to naturally be somebody that people can trust a little bit more to turn over their money to. It's like, oh, she's really serious about this, or he's really serious about this. I can go and I can really see, like, okay, well, what are they doing today, and how are the products working for them, and what do they have again? Because also, people forget. I was looking for somebody asked me about somebody that makes logos, and I was looking for somebody in particular and I couldn't find her information on her page. So I couldn't even get back to her like page on Facebook. And I reached out to her and I don't even think she messaged me back. So it's just like, and I looked down her page and for the last probably couple weeks or maybe even further, she hadn't posted anything about her business. And so that's just like, okay, well, I don't remember. It's not up to the customer or the potential buyer to remember you. It's up to you to stay in their face and be a constant reminder of, hey, this is what I got going on. This is what I'm doing. This is, where we're at. This is how much weight I've lost. This is what products we have. This is how they work. These are the benefits of them. And that way people can build up some sort of because really what you're trying to do is you're trying to be top of mind when people need to get their health supplements. If people need a vitamin, if people need coffee, if people need the detox, you want to be top of mind. Say, oh, I can go to Sally to get that, or oh, I can go to Cray to get that. They don't want, you don't want them thinking about anybody else but you. And that's because you've been in their ear or at their eye gate so many times. And so you want to be, every day, you want to be doing something to get in front of people to not only share your life, that's huge, but also to add in tidbits about your business. So again, social media posts, that's huge. Also, you want to at some point you're going to have to expand your network. So that comes from you meeting new people while you're out and about doing life. Right now, during the stuff, excuse me, of course, we're not doing as much social interacting, but you can add new friends on Facebook. You can follow new people on Instagram, and then, immediately message them and just tell them about what you're doing and share about your, what it's done, what the products have done for you, and see if they, and you just be honest, like, hey, I've connected with you because I'm expanding my business. We're a new Black-owned supplement company, and I'd love to, get your opinion of some of our products via samples. Would that be something you're interested in? And just talk it up to people. Social media is huge, so just leverage that. It's a free way to meet new people. Okay, so let's talk about your actual money plan. So you want to start small, right? So you want to have a monthly goal. So what I would tell you to do is start with one to two bills that you want your Tava income to pay for. So let's say you want Tava to pay your light bill. Maybe your light bill is $150, and then maybe you want Tava to pay your phone bill. So that's maybe another $50. So in a month, you need to bring in at least $200, say, for Tava. And if we're really being, technical about it, 250, because taxes and everything, you want to account for that. So let's say you need 250 so that you can pay your $200 worth of bills with Tava money instead of using your regular 9 to 5 paycheck. So what you want to do is you want to break that $250 goal down into a weekly goal and then into daily goals. Okay, so roughly that'd be about 240. Let's just say 240 divided by 4. That's about $60 a week that you would need to make. And if you took one day off, then that would mean you would need $10 a day. And this is just simple math, simple. So you would need to earn $10 a day with Tava. Not too bad, right? So how could you do that? You could do that by selling, pick up one of these again. You could do that by selling one of these guys. Remember, it costs you about, you make about $13, $12.50 to $13 on one of these packs. So you sell one of these a day to somebody. Okay, you've made your goal to be able to pay your phone and light bill for that day, or you've made your goal toward that. Or if somebody buys one product off your website, that's $25. So you've made your goal there. So you want to figure out whatever your monthly goal is, you break it down into weekly and daily goals. And every day you don't go to sleep until you hit that. You got to be relentless about that. I don't care who you have to call. You may have to go outside your house and go walk up and down the street, and sell it, or go to Walmart, or something. But just don't let yourself off the hook for that. And then once you can be consistent with that, and you say, okay, well, it's been 2 months and I'm making 250. Okay, well, ramp it up now to add on another bill. And by the time you look up, over 6 months or a year, you'll see that you are covering so many of your bills with Tava income. Now you can start making some decisions, some real decisions of, okay, can I go ahead, is it the time now for me to go ahead and switch to where either I can spend more time on Tava to make more money, or I can even, think of leaving my 9 to 5 to do my Tava business. So, of course, I don't advocate for people necessarily leaving their job until you have more than surpassed your income with Tava money. And even then, some people still keep their jobs. So that's totally up to you. But to be able to have the confidence to know that these products do sell is huge. And so that is really what I want to talk about money. Um, I would love to know your money story. You can put it in the comments. And there's not a document or anything for this one. So it's just that. But I want you to decide, your assignment is going to be to decide what bills you want to replace and let Tava pay for those bills. So what bills do you want Tava to pay for? And then you work backward and get your daily goal for that. So that's all I have today or for this class. Thank y'all. Bye.